Hi, I'm Tracy and I'm from Leppington, which is on the outskirts of Sydney, and I work in banking financial crime. I live in the family home that we built recently, and my marriage had fallen apart due to an affair that had been off and on for 4 years. So my husband had the affair, and it came to light through me finding a text message, and probably prior to that just knowing that he wasn't actually involved. And then it went on and off for 4 years where the other person involved would integrate herself into the marriage in our life by turning up to the house or sending messages via text message, sending letters to the home, going to places of work where my children worked. So it was pretty full on, I guess. I worked in the country town, I was known, I'm involved in sport, and I guess my world just fell apart because I just believed that he was my ultimate man, and I couldn't understand. I was lost in my story. I probably blamed myself a lot and blamed the other party more so than the whole marriage or my husband. In the beginning, I didn't have anything. I took it all on and tried to fix it, not knowing how to fix it. For the first year, I kept it to myself. I didn't share it with anybody. The shame, the wanting to keep my family together, not wanting the kids to be disappointed. So for the longest time, I kept it to myself. And when I told my family after the first year, then there was a lot of judgment that came in. That was really hard for me to actually take on, and I probably got very, very lost, and you just become alone. You don't know who to trust anymore. It's not just the marriage, because everybody is so judgmental and everyone has an opinion. And I come from a large family, as does my husband. Everybody was involved, and that didn't help in any sense either, because then you just hide more. You just push more down, and you don't sleep, and you function every day. I guess for me, my job is very full on, and so I just put all my effort and time into that and into the kids, and I didn't know how to fix my marriage, but just kept staying in it. I had been sitting out the front of my house just trying to work out what to do. For the umpteenth time, I was stuck in this vicious cycle of, he was with her again. What am I doing? And my daughter came out and sat on the step, and I just said, I'm broken. I can't do this anymore. My world changed in that moment. I am totally a different person, and how I show up and who I am and what I want out of life and how I mother and how I am in a relationship, I couldn't be more happier. If you're sitting out there and you're wondering, where am I, what am I doing, just stop and take the moment and take the breath. I don't think I really knew what it was that I couldn't move forward with, but my mind couldn't stop. And now I have such clearness, and I don't hold on to the past, and I'm not constantly thinking about, oh, this is what he did wrong, or this is what she did wrong, or this is what I did wrong. I don't even have those thoughts anymore. I am just clear in, this is where I want to go, and this is where I want to be, and this is who I want to be. And I'm presenting that person every second, every minute of every day. At the time, I was just looking for clarity one way or the other. I wasn't sure, did I want to stay in the marriage or did I just want to move on? And I was open to whichever path I was going to go down. My path has gone down the rekindling of the marriage. We work on it every day, and I'm happy to say that I feel very happy where I am today, and very settled and very loving, and I'm enjoying, where we are with each other. I guess I haven't had a full conversation with my husband about how he sees the change in me, but I get the change in how we respond to one another and how we communicate with one another and how we are flourishing this whole new relationship that says to me that he sees me as somebody else. He wants to be around and he wants to be here and he's making contact. And I hope that he has seen a massive change in me. I have older and then a younger son, so there's a different level of maturity between how the older ones understand as opposed to the younger one. And for me, obviously, there was a lot of hurt for them that was involved. And my daughter will say that she finds me quite strong anyway, but it's more the calmness that I now turn up with. I think I didn't realise how aggressive and right I had to be. Yeah, I have learnt I don't need to be in control all the time. They are on their own path and leading their own lives, and yeah, it has changed how we actually communicate. But 3 months ago, I would definitely say I was broken, or I felt totally alone. I was in my own world. I wouldn't let anybody come in. It didn't matter who you were. And 3 months later, I am what I would call shining, and I am happy, and I am so calm. The calmness that I have is, I don't actually know if I've ever had this. That's what I would say I am today. But I have never done stuff that went into my stuff. And when I say my stuff, it goes into your soul, went right into who I actually was, what I actually thought about myself. You know, I thought good things about myself, and I clearly didn't. I didn't even know that I would walk past a mirror and say something negative to myself. And I started to notice, oh my gosh, you do that. And now I say some great things to myself as I walk past that mirror. Yeah, those kind of things, you don't realise how much as a woman that you actually knock yourself down without actually thinking twice about it. I didn't know that I didn't know that. I do know that now, and I will never do that to myself again. I know that I'm a little bit different because I've stayed in the marriage, and a lot of the women don't. And so, you know, that's a choice that we make, and a road and a path that, you know, the other partner has to be willing to be a part of and working in their own sense. I can even say now that if it didn't work out for me, that yes, I would be sad, but I would be able to get up and put myself back together very quickly and move forward. And that in its sense is an actual blessing. You can have that in your world. You can make that decision for yourself with full clarity, knowing, yes, this is what I want to do, or no, that's not what I want to do, and move on with your life either way, and be totally happy about making that decision. So you can move forward with love and compassion. And I feel like that just doesn't resonate in your marriage or outside of the marriage. It resonates with everybody that you deal with going forward. You know, everybody deserves love and compassion. And if you give that, it's unbelievable what you get in return. Changing and healing will have the biggest impact on the family because they look to me to show them the way. And so for me to be who I am today has changed my family and my life and how I actually turn up for them. And already people are saying, wow, what's going on? You're so calm, you're so happy. And then I go to the, oh, so I wasn't before, because you don't know what you don't know. I am really proud of where I've got to today, and I know that there is more work to go, and I am actually looking forward to doing that and putting the effort in and continuing to strive to make myself be the person that I want to be. Yeah, who would have thought that my life would look like this? So I'll always be totally grateful.